All right, guys, I'm here with Concepcion Harris. She is the head of our Celebrate Recovery Ministry and many other things. So Concepcion, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today to just answer a couple questions about ministries in the fall. And I want to talk a little bit about Celebrate Recovery. And one of the questions I have for you, just kind of to kick things off is, what is the hope that CR, that Celebrate Recovery, offers people?
If I was going to say, what is the hope that Celebrate Recovery offers, it's the hope that we can be healed of our hurts, habits, and hang-ups through the power of Jesus Christ. And you might want to ask, well, what kind of hurts, habits, and hang-ups are we talking about? And it's not necessarily addictions, but it's also whether you're struggling with anxiety or fear or grief or perfectionism or a need to control. So it covers a wide gamut of things.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like you kind of hit the whole gamut of things. Yeah. And why do you think it's important to join Celebrate Recovery as opposed to maybe just kind of trying on your own?
I'm the last person that thought that I need to Celebrate Recovery. I mean, I don't struggle with an addiction, but yet when I went to the Celebrate Recovery Summit and they began bringing things up that had occurred in my past, coming from a dysfunctional home, being the adult child of an alcoholic, having been physically, sexually, and emotionally abused, what was brought home is that those particular things had an impact on who I am as an adult today. And it governed my actions to a degree that I just didn't realize. And it doesn't have to be anything from your past. It can be something that's from your present as well. Let's say that someone is struggling because their spouse has left them. Maybe they've experienced the loss of a child. It could be any number of things like that. They've gone through a divorce, or there's a step family situation, and they're struggling with that situation right now. And so that's where Celebrate Recovery could help.
Okay. And they come to it and they kind of can equip them, give them tools to work through that with the power of Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that you were saying. And how does that process kind of work? How does the Celebrate Recovery process work?
Well, at Celebrate Recovery, the process is unique in the fact that it is done with men separate and women separately. You go through a group that is it's a 12-step program, and so you go through the group and you take a look at those things that are affecting you, kind of get to the origin of the fear, the anxiety, what is it that's the root of the problem, and then working from there and allowing God to come in and try to help you. And so the process lasts for about a year because nothing comes easily when it comes to making a change. And you have to take a look at that, but you also take a look at maybe what might be your part in the situation. It might be a very small part, but you need to take a look at that. And then actually going into a maybe forgiveness process. There's forgiveness has to be the number one thing, in my opinion, that Christians struggle with. Because someone has hurt them so badly, whether it was a spouse, whether it was a child, whether it was a parent, whether it was someone else, a friend, it's very difficult to forgive. Forgiveness is an easy concept, I think, to understand. It is much more difficult to actually do it.
I would very much agree with that. I think as Christians we are called to forgive, but it is a really difficult process and thing to work through. And so, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for coming. I kind of wanted to end on a little bit of a fun note, and I didn't know if you're up for a little tongue twister.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Okay. I'd like to see if you could say, she sells seashells by the seashore.
She says seashells by the seashore.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right.
You know what? I did want to add, one other
Yeah,
thing,
absolutely.
that we are going to be starting a men's step study. September the 1st. So it's going to be every Tuesday from 6:30 to 8:30. It's going to be a virtual step study. And so right now it's strictly for men. And so if they're interested, if they could let us know, then we'll make sure to get them signed up.
Okay, absolutely. So any guys out there who are watching, September 1st, we're going to start a new step study. And this is a great ministry for you guys to plug into, to just work through things that have gone on in your life, to make a commitment to the Lord, make a commitment to people around you, and to just experience the healing that only Jesus can bring. So again, thank you, Concepcion, and have a good day.